Alright guys, what's going on? It's been a while since I've seen you guys, but we're back on track. Filmed all my deloads. This is the last leg workout I did before I deloaded, which you're going to see 9 or 10 sets. I think I lost count of 185 for 10 or 9 or 10 triples. And I read a lot of the comments and some of them are pretty good, but my favorite one was someone saying like, hey man, I'm not going to lie, your talk about training intensity and your outlook on bodybuilding is very like, you know, kind of set up for failure, very negative. And you're kind of back and forth between a love-hate relationship with bodybuilding. Well guys, to be completely honest, by the way, great comment, and I agree. Bodybuilding is really, really stupid, and whether I compete or not, I'm going to always think it's very, very stupid. This is no longer a bodybuilding channel. This is a channel about getting as strong as you can while staying as healthy as you can, while managing injuries and having a life outside of training. Now, when I competed in my bodybuilding contest in physique and I won the overall and I qualified for nationals, and I did the same thing the following year qualifying for nationals, I was running a powerlifting program called the Cube Method. So I trained for my bodybuilding show by running a 9-week split of a powerlifting template and training 4 days per week. So Monday was a pull day or a lower body day with deadlifts, Wednesday was a push day, Friday was a leg day, Saturday was an upper body day. I did that for about 30 weeks leading into the show that I won. And that was my first time competing. And the only reason that I did a bodybuilding physique show is because I wanted to get leaner than every single person in the gym, because that was my personal goal, to see what my physique looked like. Now I have no desire to get as lean as humanly possible, because I know how I look and it looks great, but I like how I look at 10, 11% body fat or 9% body fat just as much. And I realized that by getting to 7% body fat, unless you're gonna get on a stage, it's 100% pointless. And at this time, I have no desire in getting back on stage because my genetics and my potential aren't good enough to be great. Just like I don't go run football drills outside hoping that I'm gonna get into the NFL, because I know that I'm not gonna get into the NFL. So, I really appreciate your comment. I appreciate everyone's comments, good and bad. I like hearing people's criticism because yeah, I am back and forth. I talk about bodybuilding lifestyle and then I pretty much shit on bodybuilding on a regular basis. This isn't about bodybuilding. This is about doing good exercises with a full range of motion and being as strong as you can. I was in the gym today, not one person was doing a full range of motion, but I wasn't looking at people's physiques saying, oh, I look better than them, oh, I'm leaner than them, I'm a better bodybuilder than them. I was looking at everyone doing shit form and thinking to myself, wow, everyone in here doesn't know what they're doing. And I don't know if it's lack of intelligence, motivation, or self-awareness, but no one has any idea what's going on. And the girl that looks kind of hot or the guy that's in kind of good shape, that's just based on their diet and genetics, not because they've actually cared or loved lifting weights or bodybuilding ever in their life. So again, it's not really a bodybuilding channel, guys. This channel is about going to the gym, doing something correctly to the best of your ability and getting stronger. And if your genetics are really good or really bad, or your diet is okay, or if you're vegan, or if you like to eat keto, yeah, I'm gonna criticize whatever I think is hindering your gains, but it's your lifestyle and it's your choice based on your ethics, morals, and values. And my ethics, morals, and values aren't to take trend and compete again just so I can impress other guys on YouTube with my body. And that's real fucking talk. Do I want to impress girls with my body? Yes. And every time I'm with a girl, she compliments my physique and tells me how much she likes it. And I don't need validation from dudes by getting 6% body fat. So I'm just leave it there. Peace, guys, and keep them coming. Alright guys, so before we get started with the video and the deload workout, I want to clarify something from the intro, and I'm just going to do it in one take shortly here. There's a difference between bodybuilding and just strength training and living a healthy lifestyle. If you wake up every morning and you want to get on stage and you're okay with taking the super supplements and you're okay with spending $1,000 on tanning and coaching and whatever it is, if that's what you want to do, then it's not stupid. Then absolutely do it. But if you're watching my channel and you're saying, oh, he's so stupid that he's not bodybuilding, it's not what I want to do right now. So watch this channel and get what you want to get out of it, whether you're a recreational lifter, whether you're a power lifter, or you want to compete in bodybuilding. This channel can help you by just giving you some basic facts and some basic information about how to lift in the correct manner, how to program your training. Regardless of what your goal is, you can apply this to anybody who wants to build muscle and be healthy. And if bodybuilding or powerlifting or whatever is your interest, go for it. But for people to point fingers at me and tell me that I'm not bodybuilding or I don't like bodybuilding, guys, thank you for making observations, but when I want to bodybuild and compete, you guys will know. And until then, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons and just talk about what I'm doing and how what I'm doing is what everyone should be doing or more people should be doing, because I'm watching other people and I'm learning from other people and just trying to channel some information to you guys. So take it for what it's worth. But if you want to watch someone bodybuild and do a competition, this isn't the channel for you right now. But if you'd like to see what I have to say, then go for it. But enjoy, peace. All right, guys, what's going on? Back from the dead. Not really, just took a couple days off, or a few days off now, and we're officially starting the deload. So I'm gonna train 3 days in a row, pull with arms, push with arms, legs, pull with arms, and then probably take another day off or 2, and then come right back in and see how 250 pounds feels on the bench. The thing with deloading is you can start where you left off, which is actually perfectly fine and probably what you should do, or you could even maybe add in stuff to your compounds if you feel like you maximally recovered and you feel much better than you did when you were finishing your however many weeks of training in a row. So if you really pushed it and you felt like you were getting weaker, a couple days off and then a deload, you might come back feeling stronger, or you might feel so healthy that you can push your body harder and exert more force without feeling like you might get exhausted or you might get some pains here and there. So I'm gonna go in now, bench, and I'm gonna show you guys. It's packed right now, it's 4 o'clock. So I kind of want to wrap this up and get in there. It's 4:02. I ended up coming in, driving this morning, and obviously before the 5 o'clock rush, I'm gonna train because I'm sure this place at 5 is probably a madhouse. I've been here at 6 and it's absolutely too much. So I'm gonna drink a little pre, get in there and start the deload session. It'll probably be 4 or 5 sets of bench and then 4 or 5 sets of, well, 2 sets of presses and then maybe 3 sets of arms, and that's it. No abs. I'm gonna come in and squat tomorrow. So let's see how it goes, and you'll see the weights I'm using for my deload. Usually the general deload is gonna be 50% of your 1 rep max. I don't know my 1 rep max. Obviously I could calculate it or just guess, but we're gonna go somewhere in that vicinity. So it's gonna be very light. It's gonna be pretty troll looking, but I'm gonna film what I can depending on how packed it is, and then I'll take it from there with some editing and a voiceover. But this week's gonna show you everything I do for a deload, and then when I start the next week, if you guys feel like it, you can compare how it's gonna go then with what weights I'll be using at that time. So let's get in there after this pre-workout and it's deload. Also, don't drink pre-workouts on your deload. I'm having like 50 milligrams of caffeine just to get some more water in me and for flavors. That's secret sauce. Secret sauce going in the cup. All right, guys, so we're back at the gym. Yesterday's bench workout was very easy, very good, nothing crazy to report. I went up to 185, which is probably maybe 60% of my max. 185 would be 360, or maybe even a little more, maybe 65% of my max. But I took an additional day off before I hit that deload, so I was a little extra recovered. And today it's gonna be squats, and tomorrow's gonna be the pull day. So gonna take it very, very easy on squats and pull day. Definitely don't wanna lose any bench strength. So if anywhere I was gonna increase the weight on the deload, it was the bench day. But here we're just gonna relax, squat 135, and just do a few sets of that, really go ass to grass, really work on pulling my core down. But yesterday's bench workout, if you see, what I did on the bench press was I started with 185 in my first set with, you know, just outside shoulder width grip, which is how I've been gripping the barbell for the past few weeks. And the second set I did the same, and I noticed that my right shoulder, I still got not pain, but I got some discomfort, like I couldn't retract it properly, or when I pushed through my rep, I was losing my shoulder tightness. It was protracting like I was throwing a punch. And I couldn't really, you know, figure out why immediately. But what I did on the third set, which you're gonna see here, is I brought my grip straight over my shoulder joint, almost like a true close grip bench for what you see in the gym compared to most people's wider grips. And when I brought that barbell down, I felt no discomfort in my right shoulder. And when I pressed through and I punched as hard as I could, my shoulder didn't protract at all. It was never pulled out of the socket. It's like my neutral grip allowed me to just lock my arms instead of catch the barbell with my shoulder joints after pushing through. So when I do go back to 250 pounds, I am going to use that true close grip, that true neutral grip, and I may gain a little bit of range of motion, so it may be a little heavier, but that's what deloads are about, guys. When you are pushing weights in the gym and you're making progress, sometimes the progress you make is because you start cutting range of motion here or there. You start using maybe a little bit more momentum, or you start doing faster eccentric movements trying to save energy. So when you come into deload, you don't have to worry about any of that. You're gonna think, okay, let me use full range of motion, let me control the eccentric, because it's so light that you immediately forget the habits that you maybe have subconsciously with heavy weights, and you go and you reset using something that's so easy that no matter how hard you make it, it's easy regardless. And that is a direct benefit of deloading, is that it gives you a chance to stop using your habits with 80 and 90% of your 1 rep max and going back to your true best form, the best version of your compound lift. So I'm excited to go squat 135. And I don't care how stupid it looks, because it's gonna feel great. And we'll see how my form feels. We'll see, you know, I'll film a few angles if I can. It depends on which damn squat rack is open. Last week for my 185 7 sets, or 10 sets I think I did. Regardless, I was in the sunny rack and there was people all around me, and honestly the filming was terrible, so I never even made a video about it. I just figured I'd jump into the deload since you guys have seen enough. But we're gonna hit this leg workout and I'll talk to you guys afterwards. All right guys, so I was gonna give you a little bit of a voiceover about that workout, but the first thing I can tell you is that I feel really good. 185, I pushed it and made it fly. Everything else felt so light, but walking out of the gym, I turned my app on and we're having a good day, so I'll have to talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go pick up Payton and make this muns. Deloads are key. Oh shit. And that's a wrap for now. Tried to leave the gym, or left the gym at like 4:40 and drove till just now. So what I'm gonna do is eat a meal, maybe take a shower, maybe not, because I barely sweat out here in Denver, Colorado, especially on a deload day, but I'll probably just change tanks, put something a little more clean on, but still mildly dirty. So anyways, beef and rice, and back on the road after a quick break. Worth it.